Welcome to the Edge of NFT, the podcast that brings you the top 1% of Web3 today and what will stand the test of time. We explore the nuts and bolts of the business side and also the human element of how Web3 is changing the way we interact with the things we love. This podcast is for the dreamers, disruptors, and doers who are pumped about this ecosystem and driving where it goes next.
Speaking of jumping in, I know this is something you've been eagerly anticipating and looking forward to. You have a little bit of upper hand because you've read these questions to others, but we have a segment called Quick Hitters where we get to know you better. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. For those of you listening, Edge Quick Hitters is a fun and quick way to get to know our guest a little better. There's going to be 10 questions we're looking forward to, a short single word or few word response, but Rich will have a chance to expand if he gets the urge. So the first question is, what is the first thing you remember ever purchasing in your life?
Candy. So my dad used to give me and my sister allowance for doing like household chores, like taking out the trash, cleaning stuff, etc. And so every Friday, he would take us to this like local Circle K or something like that and give us our allowance and say, hey, if you want to get something, go for it. So my very first thing, I believe, was some Skittles.
There you go. I had a local convenience store too, and may have been one of my go-to spots. I actually liked Leches. That was my thing because it was a Spanish store, and that's where I discovered Leches way before they were super popular. All right. So what is the first thing you remember ever selling in your life?
First thing I ever sold, I believe, was candy bars for like a sports fundraiser. So a lot of times when you're like these youth things, they do fundraisers so you can go and like travel and, play in these different leagues or whatever. And so you always have these things you go sell, and usually for us, it was like chocolate bars. So I remember selling those chocolate bars.
I would anticipate, given your role in our company and what I've seen, that you're pretty good at that chocolate bar sales racket. Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely. I can sling some chocolate.
Nice. Yeah, it's an interesting thing we do to our kids in terms of how we teach them entrepreneurship by actually like making money for someone else that they don't and giving them a little consolation prize. But such is the beginning of the entrepreneurial journey. It's good practice, nevertheless. What is the most recent thing you remember purchasing?
The most recent purchase was this thing I'm using right in front of me, which is my new computer. My last one finally crapped out on me, gave me some solid years, but it was time. So recently got the MacBook Air. So that was my most recent purchase.
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to need another one of those soon. What is the most recent thing you sold?
Most recent thing I sold was a package for Edge of.
One and done. Thank you, sir, for that.
The views and opinions expressed on Edge of NFT reflect solely those views and opinions of the show hosts and its guests. Please make sure to do your own research. Our show is not financial advice. You understand that you are using any and all information available on or through this podcast at your own risk. Whenever making financial decisions, we recommend doing your own research and talking to your accountant for financial advice. From time to time, we may feature sponsored content on the show for which we receive value, and we may share links for which we receive a commission if you make a purchase through one of those links. Refer to our website, www.edgeofnft.com, for our full disclaimer, terms and conditions, and privacy policy.